Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 11. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw here. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. They'll try to right side with Murray. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. Got it.
From the 31, Lawrence. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Lawrence will throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On the ready.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board is not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That goes out wide to Murray. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
8 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Back to throw again. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Bills. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taking it about the 1. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he fires one incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And we sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. But to throw again is Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
On third down, Lawrence. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
On second down, there's the option going left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Murray running right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. A right side catch by Crabtree. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give. This is Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Murray. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
They'll start with the option. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They'll drop to throw.
And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Boy, they gift wrap this shit. Jesus.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. They ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Back to throw, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
That's caught inside the 20. And a huge play that time. 42 yards.
Lawrence.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he will get a good amount of yardage back on second down, but the clock still runs.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He finds his man complete. It's Murray.
And he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a first.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Tebow's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Murray. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his man, Thornton.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw is taken in by Waddle.
Call it and a gain of 6 on the play. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? We're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lawrence going to throw again. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go with Murray again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Lawrence.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game.
And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Inside the 20.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
So it's a win for the home side, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.